All right, hold on just a second. So real quick before I get started with this, I want to just kind of tell you what's on my table setup before I section her in 4 and then we get started with the brushing. I'm trying to think, do I want to put her over here? Maybe that might be. There's a saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Buddha. Come on, Miss Bonnie. Get ready, girl. I'm ready. Are you? Ouch. So pretty simple what goes on your table setup. 4 clips, which I have, and a bristle brush, which a bristle brush looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. And these bristles are synthetic and they're extremely hard. So you really have to be careful. It depends on who your client is. You need to know what kind of pressure they like on their scalp. Some people like it a little bit harder and some people are tender-headed, so you want to go softer. Just know your clients, okay? And rat tail comb is next. Now I use my rat tail comb for subsectioning. I don't use it for sectioning because it wasn't made for sectioning. It's too flimsy, and if someone has really thick hair and you're going through trying to section it, it can snap in half. So really that's what it's for, to subsection. And then I have my all-purpose comb. Now I can't remember if I discussed this in a prior video or not, but you have to kind of know the texture and the density of your client's hair. Will this comb cover everything? No, it won't. But so what does that mean? That just means that on your table setup, their hair was really thick, then you would get a thicker detangling comb to use. But for sectioning, you should use an all-purpose comb. So that's it. Okay, let me fix the camera here so you guys can see. Maybe I'll come this way. That should be good, because I don't necessarily have to be in the camera here. My big old hand, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to section her in 4 sections. I'm going to do it down the middle, and then ear to ear. Now I get this question, when it's ear to ear, you want it to be at that high point in the back of the ear. So that's what ear to ear means. I have to sneeze, and I really don't want to, because this is like totally not the right time. Is that better? Maybe. So I want you guys to stay tuned too, because I am going to be doing a quiz soon. My test number 2. And it's going to be a review of everything that I've taught so far as blow dry styling, scalp treatment, and I'm also going to be doing videos for draping and for shampooing. So I'll be testing you guys on all of that. So I try to section as neat as I can. And the reason why, for one, I just think you can work better with neater sections, but two, when you're training someone who is not licensed yet, sectioning plays a big part. And yes, you get graded on all of that. Your sections can't be sloppy and they can't be floppy. I used to call them puppy ears. That's what I would tell my students. Don't have the puppy ears. So when you come down like that, you should feel that ear there. In other words, the point of your comb should feel the back of the ear there. And that's how you know you've sectioned that right. Now, if someone has a lot of product on their hair, I mean like a buildup of hairspray and you can't brush through it, I wouldn't do the scalp treatment because you could break their hair and you don't want to do that. Her hair has a little bit of hairspray from the last time that I did the blow dry styling, but it's soft enough where I can get through it and brush through it, and I didn't want to wet it because you don't do scalp treatments on wet hair. That would remember, the hair stretches up to 50%, and yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this camera because I don't want to just have my lip showing, and that's weird. Okay, so I put my all-purpose comb down. This is how the section should be: down the middle, in the back, down the middle, and then you see it's going ear to ear. Now, honestly, sometimes it can be difficult on the mannequin heads because sometimes their ears are uneven, and so then you have to pick an ear that you have to choose an ear that you want to make your line even with. I don't like that angle, but okay. Sorry guys, this is ridiculous. It's one of those days, Twilight Zone, as usual. Okay, so I'm going to take out my first clip, back right section. I'm going to recomb this section just to have that hair smooth. My bristle brush, my rat tail comb, and I'm going to actually hold it like that because I'm going to subsection here, and I'm going to take my brush and roll it from one side to the other, one side to the other, and you want to do it at least 3 times, at least. Can you do it more? Of course you can. So when I'm in the back, I'm actually kind of going diagonal at first. Well, you can see her scalp turning pink. It's really awesome. So I'm kind of taking this motion here when I subsection. I'm going from here and rolling it up to there. From here and rolling it up to there. Okay. Now when you start, it's kind of diagonal, but as I get down here, it's actually going to straighten out. And now here's the cool thing: if they have flakes on their scalp, This kind of loosens up the flakes, and it doesn't necessarily mean they have dandruff, because dandruff is a fungus. It's called malassezia. And technically, we're not supposed to work on anyone that has oily dandruff, although I've seen it done, but you're not supposed to. If you have dry flakes on the scalp, brushing the scalp is good because it kind of separates those flakes off of the head, you know. Now I'm just going to show this section, and then I'm going to show a few subsections in the front to show you how you should subsection, and then we'll do the scalp massage, and that will be the end of the demo. And then hopefully you guys will practice on your own time. So if you pay attention here, you can actually see where her hair is getting shiny because the oils are being stimulated, which the oil is called what? That's right, sebum. And the oil glands technically is known as, very good, sebaceous glands. It's always good to know all the terminologies, or all the terminology terms for your words, because at State Board, any of those words could be used. So in your textbook, when you notice that like neutralizer is also known as a stabilizer, you want to learn all those words. So that's the back section there. Now, I would move technically from this section to this section, then go here in the front. I am not going to do this section right now. This is just for demo purposes. I'm going to move to the front. So 1, 2, 3, and then the front right section would be last. Okay, so when I'm in the front, can you guys see that? Yeah, I'm going to subsection straight across. So it's horizontally. And how wide should your subsections be? About 1/4 of an inch up to 1/2 an inch, right? So you don't want them to be too thick, because then you're not ensuring that you're getting all that hair. And I'm just going to brush just like that away from myself. Now, when this was a State Board service, they used to call this scientific brushing. It took me a long time to understand what that meant. So scientific brushing. Maybe I still don't know what that means, but I just know it's a manual way that you're rolling the brush away from yourself. And that's what they called scientific brushing. So again, I'm going to do it at least 3 times. She's got a little dandruff here, so some of those flakes are separating off her scalp, which is cool, because remember the last service we did was shampoo blow dry style. And so she came in today to get another shampoo blow dry style because she loved it so much. And I added on a scalp treatment. So we're separating. Now she got flakes on her head from the product. So it was a little drying that she was using at home. And so sometimes hairspray, it depends on how much you're spraying on your head, can dry your scalp out. Dry shampoos. She's on her way to sleep here. When you do this service, honestly, well, first off, your shampoo, that's my next video. Well, no, after draping. But your shampoo should already kind of put your client to sleep. But when you give them a scalp treatment prior to, they're going to kind of like be out of it when they're walking towards the shampoo bowl if you did this right and relaxed them. If you were digging in their scalp and massaging their bone, then they're going to be uptight and they're probably not going to like the rest of the service. Okay, so let's pretend that we did all 4 sections here. Now I'm going to do a massage starting in the back. I'm just going to put my hands in there and I'm just going to massage her scalp. And at this point, guys, you could smell the oils, which is pretty cool. And then I'm not going to ever break contact when I'm massaging. So in other words, when I want to move around, because I'm in the back of her head and I'm moving up towards the front, I'm going to keep one hand in and then I'm going to move up to the front and then I can move my other hand. Because just think, when you're getting a massage, if someone just breaks contact like that, you're not going to be happy. You're going to, oh, okay. So it's kind of hard to get back into that relaxing mode if you break contact. So you keep one hand and then you shift around. So after I've gotten to the front, sorry if you guys can't see, then I'm going to work my way back down and I'm going to keep one hand here while I move towards the nape. And then as I get towards the nape, I'm going to go to the shoulders, which she doesn't have any, but we're just going to pretend. And then I'm going to feather off. And so that's it for today, guys. That is the scalp treatment. Stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be draping. And after that, it's going to be shampooing. God bless you guys, and I thank you so much for your support and for watching my videos. Bye, guys.